going on, everybody? Welcome to Devan's Picks. Before I start off with my picks, I want to give you my top 10 so far. That's something else I'm going to be doing leading into the weekend, leading into the football games. In this video, excuse me, is giving my top 10 picks. And so we're going to start with number 10. I have Miami. Number 9, I have Michigan. Number 8, I have Penn State. Number 7, I have Ole Miss. Number 6, I have Oregon. Number 5, I have Notre Dame. Number 4, I have Alabama. Number 3, I have Texas. Number 2, Ohio State. Number 1, Georgia. Number 3, Texas has a big game this week against Michigan at the Big House. A lot of these teams, kind of play teams that that weren't viable or whatever, and some of these teams actually look bad, in my opinion. I think Oregon looked kind of lost against Idaho. I think Michigan. I personally feel like Michigan was trying to not use stuff in their playbook, their real playbook that they're going to use against Texas. I think they didn't want to put much on tape for Texas. I think that's why they played the way they played. That's my personal opinion. If it is that's the reason why. That's very smart. But as you can see in my picks, I have Texas beating Michigan. I have Texas beating Michigan at the Big House. It's a 7-point spread. I like to look at 7-point spread. I like to look at the variables of 7, 14, 21. A lot of teams, a lot of games can get down to that. I think that's a safe pick. Texas. Both teams, I think, it's gonna be hard to move the ball. I have Georgia Tech and Syracuse. I have Syracuse winning at home. It's hard to play in that dome. Arkansas and Oklahoma State. I have Oklahoma State winning that. Baylor and Utah. I have Utah winning that. Northern Illinois, Notre Dame. I have Notre Dame winning that. Iowa State and Iowa. I have Iowa State beating Iowa in Iowa. I mean, both of them in Iowa, but you get what I'm saying. Middle Tennessee and Ole Miss. I have Ole Miss winning that easily. Miami and FAMU. I have Miami winning that easily. Kansas and Illinois. I have Kansas winning that. South Florida and Bama. Remember, this game last year was a doozy. I don't think it will be that this year. I think Alabama wins comfortably. Tennessee and NC State. I was going to go with Tennessee, but I'm going to go with NC State. I think NC State's physicality has a chance. I believe it will neutralize Tennessee's explosiveness. Western Michigan, Ohio State. I have Ohio State winning that game. Oklahoma and Houston. I think this game is going to actually be a tough one, but I think Oklahoma wins in Houston. Appalachian State, Clemson. This one, I have Clemson winning. They're Death Valley. If Appalachian State makes this a game, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. But I have Clemson winning that game. Oregon and Boise State. I have Oregon winning this game. I remember years back, this game, it was a big game. I remember the uniforms they had were crazy. I can't remember what year that was. Colorado and Nebraska. I have Nebraska winning this game. I think Nebraska's physicality will get to Colorado, and Colorado can't block. They can't protect their quarterback, and the defense still looks very suspect. I think Nebraska's quarterback, Dylan, don't let me mess up his name. The quarterback, the freshman quarterback, I think he's going to have a big day against Colorado's defense. Personally, I think Colorado's offense is going to have a big day against Nebraska's defense. Personally, but I think it's going to come down to it's going to come down to two things, in my opinion: who has the ball last and who makes the least mistakes. And mistakes that can happen from not protecting your quarterback with a strip sack. It could be an interception. Kind of thing. So, but those are my picks for the game. I do want to talk about the Texas and Michigan game a little bit. Like I said earlier, I felt like Michigan was kind of hiding their hand a little bit because of the Week 2 game. They might have even been looking ahead when they were playing against Fresno State. Everyone knows it's not a safe thing to do in sports in general. But I think that's what they were doing. I think Texas is going to want to control the line of scrimmage, because I feel like if you beat Michigan there, you could beat Michigan everywhere else. Michigan's going to want to try to run the ball with Donovan Edwards, and Michigan's going to try to establish the run. They're going to try to stop the run. I think Texas has a chance to beat them as far as like big play probability. But like I said, I believe Michigan's going to want to be try to be physical because that's all they have. I believe Texas is going to try to be physical because they know that's all Michigan have, because they want to beat Michigan at that. Like I said, if you beat Michigan at that, then you can pretty much handle them. It is in the big house. It's not going to be an easy game. I believe it's going to be low scoring, but like I said, I have Texas winning that. But anyway, y'all, thanks for tuning in, man. And if you disagree with my top 10, don't tell me why. All right, peace.